Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have another top 5 review for you, and I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on my top 5 review series. I think the main reason is because I'm the only one here that puts out stuff like this for you guys, and these are reviews that I hand pick based on stuff that really works in the real world, for me at least. And so stay tuned, because I will be putting out a top 5 card routine series coming up very soon. As you guys know, I handpick this stuff from everywhere, from magazine, books, lectures, videos, because a lot of what you find on YouTube, you're gonna find people saying like, well, these are the best effects of 2019, and you're gonna find one thing in common with all of those, is that they're all single effects that are highly gimmicked, that are highly commercialized. You ever notice that they don't include like effects from magazines or books or anything like that? They're just like standalone gimmicked effects that were put out, which I never really like that, which is why I try to bring you guys what I believe are the best effects, at least ones that I've used throughout the year, and stuff that really works for me. So today we're going to be taking a look at my top 5 coin routines, part 2. This is from 2019. All of these routines were ones that were actually released or put out in 2019. They're all magic that I have gotten this past year and that I've practiced and used with real people. The criteria that I use for selecting this stuff is material that I kept going back to, stuff that's very workable, user-friendly, stuff that you can perform in the real world. Needless to say, a lot of this stuff does require sleight of hand. So this is not like all highly gimmicked magic. This is not all self-working stuff. And if you are wondering, some of these routines, I don't always totally agree with the magic creator, but I don't really care about the magic creator. What I care about is the effect. Does the effect play strong for lay people? Because that's who I primarily perform for, is lay people, which probably you do too. So I've organized this list in order from least to most favorite. And before I even get into that, I'm just going to give you guys a notable mention of 2019. This did not make my list of top 5, although it was pretty close to it, which was Ponta the Smith's Sick 2 project, which was incredible. Had some really good coin magic on there, and I especially liked his 3 coins across effect, because you get way ahead of your spectator. You're like 2 steps ahead of them, and really there's only one real sleight in that routine. It's a very quick 3 coins across. So it's something you may want to take a look at, and it's why I mentioned to you guys as a notable mention. Okay guys, so let's take a look at my list of top 5 coin routines of 2019. So I highly recommend all of these routines to you guys. Like I said to you, I've ordered them from least to most favorite. Number 5 on my list goes to Justin Miller in his effect Coin Through Hand. And you can find this on his Bulletproof Sleeving download, which is put out by Illusionist for $35. I did do a full review of the Bulletproof Sleeving download here on my channel. That was a requested review, so if you're interested, you can check it out there. Now this routine, if you're not familiar with it, you take a coin, you penetrate it through your hand, you immediately repeat it, and totally clean. It's crazy visual candy, and it really gets good reactions. So if you're into coin magic and you don't sleeve coins, well, shame on you. You're really missing out. You really should learn how to sleeve coins. It's not half as hard as you think it is. This routine is a lot of fun to practice your sleeving. Once you get your confidence up, you can show this to some people. When you see the reactions you're gonna get, you're gonna be just laughing inside, and you're gonna say to yourself, why didn't I learn this earlier? That's what you're gonna say to yourself. And you better be prepared to show them some more magic, because they're gonna wanna see a lot more. So this routine definitely is great for walk around, because it's quick, it's visual, and like I said to you guys, it gets really good reactions. So this is number 5 on my list of top 5 routines of this past year. Moving along to number 4 goes to Henk Pauli and his reworking of the Charming Chinese Challenge, which he called the Chinese Purse. You can pick this up from Penguin Magic for $10, and there you're going to get the full routine plus a bunch of utility moves and stuff like that. I did do a full review on this routine here on my channel, so if you go and check out my review, you'll also see the demo that I did in my own hands of the routine. The routine does use sleight of hand, but it is a lot easier than other types of charming Chinese challenges that are out there. I really liked it because I found that the sleights were not difficult at all. With a small amount of practice, you'll be able to perform this flawlessly for anyone that you want. I've gotten a lot of use out of this. It is another one of those routines that's a lot of fun to practice. Now, he uses 4 Chinese coins in the routine. In my demo, I did it with just 3 because I prefer to do it with just 3 Chinese coins instead of 4, but that's my own preference. So I think overall the routine really didn't get enough attention this past year, and definitely for me this is my 4th favorite coin routine of this past year. You should take a look at that. Take a look at my review if you're curious. Moving along to number 3, this goes to Cosmo Solano in his effect Perfect Sense. This effect was put out by Theory 11 this past year. You can pick this up for $50. What you're going to get is you're going to get an ingenious gimmick that's going to help you to do this prediction type effect. Now imagine you approach somebody, you tell them that you have some change in your pocket, you tell them it's less than $1, you ask them how much change they think you have. You immediately go into your pocket, take out your change, let them count it down to the cent. It is the exact amount that they mentioned. There's nothing else in your pocket. It's an excellent effect. Let's take a quick look at it.
I'm going to give you a couple of hints, and I'm going to see if you can get it to the penny, okay? I'm going to tell you right now it's not more than $1, but it's a lot of coins, like 15, 20 coins. It's actually probably more than about 40 or 50 cents. I grabbed it off the dash of my car on the way over. So I want you to give me a guess right now. Make it a hard number.
63.
63. Now watch, I'm going to go in my pocket, and I'm going to get out all the change, okay? If I can get it to the bottom of the pocket here. Here we go. Everything I got. Hold your hands together. Everything I got, right? The pocket's empty. Go ahead and count that. Using the silver coins first, it makes it easier to count.
Silver coins first. Okay.
It's just easier that way.
10,
20, 30, 40, 50,
wait,
55, 60. What'd you say?
63. What? How did I guess exactly?
So for me, definitely this was number 3 on my list. Really, you shouldn't let this pass you by. I'll tell you guys that the real competition to this effect was Gregory Wilson's exact change. And the problem with Gregory Wilson's effect was that there was a lot of fiddling around in your pocket. This is definitely the definitive answer to this type of routine because your hand doesn't even go into your pocket. Your hand only goes into the pocket, really into the pocket, when you're gonna pull out all the change in that one moment. It really looks like you didn't do anything. After you get this and you use it a couple of times, you're gonna wanna buy a second one so you can have it set up in another set of pants. That's how good this is. Definitely my number 3 pick of best effects of coin magic this past year. So moving along to number 2, we have Kainoa Harbottle. In his routine, push through copper silver. Now there's a lot of copper silver routines out there that are really sleight intensive, that use a lot of transfers and stuff. This is a wonderful visual copper silver routine, which is not terribly difficult to perform, even though the name Kainoa Harbottle is attached to it. You will learn this really quickly, and this is an excellent effect for walk around. In fact, I've added this to his inferential copper silver routine to make it into a full routine together, but I really like it a lot. I've gotten a lot of good use out of it. I learned this on his At the Table lecture, April 2019. You can still pick that up. I think it's for $8. All of the coin magic on there is excellent, but this one routine was my favorite. It definitely gets a lot of good reactions that I've had, and I keep going back to it again and again. Let's take a quick look at it in my hand so you can see what it looks like. Here's a quick demo for push through copper silver, and what you do is you approach your spectator, you give them 2 coins, a Chinese coin and a silver $50. You explain to them that we're going to do something magical with these coins in a moment. You ask them, open up your hand, which of these coins do you like? Do you like the Chinese coin or the silver coin? Let's say that they said, for instance, the Chinese coin. So say, okay, look, hold on to that one. And I'm going to use and they're going to answer your question, say the silver coin. So say, yes, exactly. So we're going to use a silver coin. You have the Chinese coin, unless I do this, which now I have the Chinese coin and you have, and they're going to open up their hand and find they have the silver coin. And that is the whole routine for you. Okay guys, so moving on to my top favorite coin effect of 2019. This goes to, drumroll, Jeremiah Zuo in his effect called No Touch Coins Across, which you could learn from in his book here, The Institutes of a Coin Magic Fan. Now let's take a quick look at the effect in his hands.
A classic trick when magic uses 3 solid silver dollars. It's called the coins across. Now the coins start all 3 in the right hand, but then you snap your fingers and one of the coins magically travels across. Again, the second coin travels across. They move 2, 1 left to go. Now at this point, lesser magicians would try to distract you with a joke. No joke, all 3 coins.
Okay, you guys took a look at the effect and you could see that it's a squeaky clean coins across of 3 coins. Everything in this book is excellent. I'm actually thinking about doing a full review of this book. You can actually get the PDF of this for $20, or you could get the actual physical copy like I have, the paperback, for $30. In here, you're going to learn the Drop Vanish, which was my favorite coin sleight that I learned this past year. It's an excellent coin sleight, and you will learn many ways of using it with the routines that are in this book. Definitely my favorite coin purchase of this past year. I highly recommend it to you guys. This is an excellent routine, and it is one of those routines where, you know, I think it is very rare that you see a coins across effect where the coins are counted into one hand and then the hands don't come close together at all, yet they magically go from one hand to the other. This is what real magic would look like if you could do it. I really have nothing negative to say about the routine, and hands down, this is the #1 coin routine of this past year. I challenge you to find a coin routine that looks this direct, clean, and impossible. He actually teaches 2 versions in the book. So just to let you guys know, you will actually learn 2 versions. There's a gimmicked version and an ungimmicked version, so you can learn both. You can use them as you like. Definitely on my top of my list here for you guys. As always, if you have any questions about any of these routines or anything that I review, please just leave me a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of my reviews. And thanks again, guys, for tuning in to this review. I'll see you on the next one.